Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. I just want to talk about the presidential jet. It would be funny of me to say I didn't see the news making the rounds, and it's taking me this long to talk about it. There are many decisions the government has taken that they had no choice. And I understand that they had to take these decisions. I would say even the luxury SUVs for the senators, um, those were probably approved before the new regime came into power. But one thing I don't understand, and I would understand if the president had no power to overturn that particular decision. But one thing I don't understand and I struggle to understand is why we need a presidential jet, especially at this time, and looking at the cost to get this jet. Uh, I'm not saying we don't need one, but the people can barely eat. I want to be as fair as possible, both to the government and the people. I'm not anti-government, neither am I anti-P. I just want to be somewhere in between and be honest. People never chop. We had a Boeing 737 800 business jet. Maybe if they're taking $5 million to service it or to overhaul it, maybe spent a total of $10 million instead of getting that. Maybe that would have been a little bit better. So there's more money to use for things that could affect the people more directly. And I'm saying this because of the optics of getting a new jet. There are people who never chop and they're seeing their leaders getting a new jet. I'm not saying getting the jet is wrong, but how do you think the people are ever going to understand the need for the jet when they've not eaten? Yes, I understand that the government is trying really hard to do things, and previous governments have all come together to contribute to the decline of Nigeria's economy. But let's leave the economics out of it. Let's leave the micro and macro economics out of it and just focus on the optics. How does it look? One of the problems I had with Buhari's administration was the fact that he never carried the people along. You just hear that he did. Maybe if you had a spokesperson who came and explained to the people why we so desperately need a new private jet and how that is going to help. Like I'm saying, power is still an issue that we need to fix, and we haven't fixed. So, back to the point I was making. The problem I had with the previous administration is the fact that they were not carrying the people along. Never expect power always. PHCN has taken over. Jokes apart, the last administration didn't carry the people along. They just did things and expected the people to see and understand. We have social media. Yes, social media has many ills and there are many problems that social media could cause, but also we could use social media to communicate with the people and tell the people that, look, we so desperately need this private jet to be able to do this, that, and those things. But in my honest opinion, I don't see why at this time Nigeria needs a private jet. People need food. People need proper resources to be able to get there, to be able to feed themselves daily. We need good roads, we need power, there's so much the people need. And we're not hearing any of those things. What we're hearing is luxury things for people in power. Right now, there are many nurses abroad. I got quite a few emails from nurses abroad saying, Daddy Freeze, they're not verifying our certificates back home. So the problem now is we can't get jobs abroad, and some people are losing their licenses abroad because they couldn't get verified from Nigeria. And if that happens, many of them are going to be sent back home. What's the government doing to assist those who have left Nigeria into diaspora to at least be able to work and send some money back home to the people in Nigeria? I understand the government stance on making sure that more of the population doesn't leave, but those that are staying back, what are they going to eat? What provision has been made? So yes, I'm not happy with the brain drain, but some people are actually starving. And if their only opportunity to fix their lives and at least be able to help their families win bread, quote and unquote, is by relocating abroad, let's help them get their certificates verified. It would go a long way. And those that are back home, what can be done? First of all, let's forget petrol. What can be done to bring food prices down? I know this government is a listening government, and I know they're going to listen to this, but the people are hungry. Even now, I've stopped posting my Sunday lunch for a while because we can't even afford to eat the way we were eating before. We are cutting down. And then even the little that we can afford to eat, you don't want to show it off to people that can't eat. I've been through, I'm 48 years old. I came to Nigeria when I was 3 years old. I lived through the Buhari Diagbon regime. I lived through Shehu Shagari. I was a kid back then, but I remember Shehu Shagari very well. I remember Idi Agbon Buhari. I remember Babangida, then Abacha, and then Obasanjo, Yaradua, Goodluck, Buhari again, and now where we are. And I can tell you, the level of hunger, I'm not blaming this on the government, but the level of hunger that people are experiencing now, I don't think I'd ever seen it. I may be wrong. Maybe I'm subjective in my analysis, but I'm not sure. Let me put it that way. I'm not sure I've seen this level of suffering from the people. So let's do something. And more than anything, let's be careful with the optics. God bless us all.